As you and I both know, business expenses can get complicated. And if you're trying to manage everything through just one checking account, it can get super messy fast. Expenses are mixing with income, and it's really tough to prepare for the future and really save or stay on budget. What if I told you that having the mix of the right accounts can actually increase your profit and make your life a heck of a lot easier? I'm breaking down the 5, count them, 5, essential bank accounts that you need in your business in order to stay organized and efficient. And if you're wondering who I am, hi, I'm Jamie Trull, your favorite CPA and financial literacy coach, and I am super passionate about giving you all the tools that you need in order to stay informed, organized, and profitable in your business. And if you're thinking, Jamie, 5 bank accounts sounds super overwhelming, stay till the end of this video because I'm going to tell you about all the research that I've done into different banks and platforms that can help with this and give you my recommended resources for being able to do this easily. Okay, so let's start with the 5 essential bank accounts that you need in your business. The first and probably most obvious one is your operations account. And if you only have one bank account now, it's probably serving as your operations account, meaning that's probably where your income is going into and your expenses are coming out of. So I use one primary account for most of those expenses, for most of my income. It will all go into one place. However, importantly, it doesn't just stay there, because if it all just stayed there, I would probably be tempted to spend it, right? If I have one big bank balance, I'm probably not going to be prioritizing longer term things, and it's just going to get spent pretty quickly. So that's why we have the other 4 accounts to move some of the money from our operations account into, and I do this at least monthly in order to protect that money so that we don't spend it and so that it goes to things that are more impactful and important over the long run. So what are those things that we want to be saving for over the long run? Well, the second account you want to have, in addition to your operations account, is the pay yourself account. And yes, I do recommend having an actual account for this, where you are putting money from your operations account. Maybe it's based on a particular percentage of your income or of your profit, right? And you are moving that from time to time on a regular schedule, at least once a month, maybe twice a month, right? Into your pay yourself fund, such that you're not accidentally spending money that you should really be taking out as distributions. So this isn't your salary, this is your profit in your business and the portion that you get as the business owner. Okay. Now, if you have multiple owners, you can have a pay yourself fund for each owner. And that way they always know how much money is available for them to take out of their business. Now, again, you can determine how much you put in here, but ultimately you're going to want to think about what percentage of profit typically is going to be the amount that you want to be putting aside to pay yourself. Now, if you're wondering how much you should pay yourself in your business, well, I have resources for that. So definitely go check out this video next, where we'll talk about exactly how to determine how much you should be paying yourself in your business and how to do it. So the third type of account you are going to want to have is long-term savings. So I call this a rainy day fund, and this is more for, call it emergencies, or just maybe when you may need some extra cash flow to cover you. Maybe you have a seasonal business, or maybe you're just preparing for what could sometime come down the line. We never know what could be coming. So this is really more your preparation for future dips in your business income that you're going to want to be able to cover. Right? So you're going to want to have some type of long-term savings account. Now, that could be an actual savings account where you're earning interest. That would be awesome. Or it could just be a separate account that you don't touch that money unless you absolutely need to. This helps to cover you in the case that there is something that comes up that you did not expect. And the fourth type of account you're going to want to have, in addition to long-term savings, you should probably have some short-term savings in your business too. So what specifically is this for? This is for maybe a new asset that you want to purchase, right? Or maybe you're looking to hire and you want to make sure you can pay the first 3 months of their salary, right? These are saving for specific things in your business. I call this an opportunity fund. That's how I look at it. This is saving for being able to grow your business strategically. This isn't money you're going to save for years, right? But it is money that you're going to save up for such that when an opportunity comes, you have that money and you're not dipping into your regular budget for it, right? You're separately saving. Maybe it's a program that you want to take, an educational program. Maybe it's a conference that you want to go to. Maybe it's a marketing program you want to try out, right? You want to try some new ads. Anything like that, you can put into short-term savings such that you are actually being more intentional about how you set that money aside and how you use that money. And it also makes it a lot easier because if an opportunity comes and you don't have enough money in your opportunity fund, right, then you pass on that until later. So that helps me always figure out whether or not I can afford something. I just look at what's in that short-term savings to determine if I can afford something that is above and beyond my normal course of business. So that is a great way to be putting money aside to help you grow your business more strategically. And of course, the last account that you need, you can probably guess, I'm gonna give you a second to guess. You're right, it's taxes. We need to be setting aside money for taxes. Now, you're also gonna want to be paying your estimated taxes, of course, but you can put money in this until you pay your estimated taxes quarterly, or you can actually save above what you pay in for estimated taxes just in case. That's what I do. So I use my taxes fund to put aside a portion of my profit that I've estimated that I will need to cover my tax liability, right? And so I will be putting that aside each and every month so that I don't accidentally spend money I'm gonna need for taxes, right? That's not what we want. So I will pay my estimated taxes from that tax fund, or I will also save a little bit extra just to be careful, right? Just to make sure that when it comes tax time, if I do owe, I can pull from the tax fund, and so long as I have enough to cover it, I can give myself a refund of whatever I have left over that I didn't need, and that feels a heck of a lot better than having to pay in, right? Than if I were to have to write a check out of my operating funds that I didn't expect. So it really can help you make sure you're prepared for tax time, and you actually feel much better about it because you're not in a situation where you're gonna have to owe a bunch and figure out how the heck you're gonna pay it. If this idea of doing multiple accounts and saving for multiple things appeals to you, definitely grab my profit plan. This is where you can figure out the percentage to go to each different account. And I give you some recommendations for how best to do that. And not only does my profit plan include these 5 accounts, but there are also some additional reserves that you can set up for things like fun or giving back to your communities. So definitely click the link to grab my absolutely free profit plan and you can get started making your own plan for your profit. Now, there are a couple of additional bonus accounts that I think are great depending on your business. So for example, you could even set up an account that is specific to purchasing inventory if you have a product-based business, right? So that means that you will know how much you have saved for inventory to be able to reinvest back into your business at all times and you don't accidentally spend it. And the other account that can be useful, especially in a product-based business, is a sales tax account. Because remember, sales tax is something you collect as a product-based business, and then you have to remit that. But you want to make sure that you're protecting that such that you're not accidentally spending money that you collected for sales tax, right? So making sure that you're segregating that money and you are remitting the exact amount that you got from customers to the sales taxing authorities is key. So those could be other potentials where you're setting up specific accounts for specific things. If your head is spinning and you're like, how am I going to manage all of these different accounts? That sounds really, really overwhelming. I agree with you. I actually agree with you. Until I found Relay. And I had been looking for a banking platform that would do something like this for a very, very long time. I have been searching for this for probably 7 years. And when Relay came in front of me last year and they rolled out some amazing new features, I was just so elated that I had to partner with them. So I use Relay for a few different businesses of mine and I absolutely love it. And the great thing about Relay is that it allows you to seamlessly create new accounts. You can literally press a button, it will create a new account for you. It has an account number and everything. So this isn't just a sub account, right? This is an actual account that you can create with its own routing number and everything. When you log into Relay, you can see all of those different accounts right in front of you. You can even set up automatic transfers. And again, this is a way to make it super easy and organized. If you set up automatic transfers of a particular amount, maybe in your operations account that transfers each and every time, maybe it's percentage based or however you want to work it. There are lots of different options within Relay to set up those automated transfers, or you can just do it manually every month if things change. And I love that feature because it helps protect me from myself. It helps protect my money and put it aside for the purposes I have already said are most important to me. And I use it for the profit planning that I do. So all of my different percentages for my profit plan, I use and do through Relay to make sure that I am meeting my own goals and that I am setting myself up for the future. So to grab your free Relay account, go to jamietrull.com/relay or click the link below, and that will take you to the page to sign up for your free account. And once you do that and you're approved, and once you have funded your first $100 into your Relay account, then you're going to get $50 just for using my partner link. And like I said, I only recommend things that I actually use and actually love, and Relay is at the absolute top of my list for great systems that help keep you organized in your business finances. And we barely scratched the surface on all of the great features that Relay has. In fact, I have an entire video that talks about their receipt capture function, where you can actually take pictures of your receipt. It's going to send you text reminders when you spend money from your Relay account, and you can automatically get that uploaded and stay organized. Y'all, I absolutely love it. I hope you like this video. If you have questions about the content of this video or any of my other content on this channel, we actually have a new way for you to be able to ask those questions and get them answered by me live. So I'm going to be doing a live YouTube show on the last Wednesday of every single month, and I will be taking questions that are submitted. So you can submit a question by going to jamietrull.com/YouTube. You'll be opting into my email, and then it will give you the ability to ask questions for our YouTube live show. So definitely get those questions in. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.